farm away from Dad.
He was an awful man.
That was Domino the second.
Yeah, I was supposed to say that after they did.
What's that?
I said he was an awful man.
No. He was awful, and no
He
question
wasn't
about
nice to me when...
How did they lose the farm?
He was like a leprechaun.
No?
that. He had 320 acres.
Move right along
Look
from
at
there.
what, that's what I say today.
We're not there yet?
Just think.
Before you guys get old and die, you gotta
And then
tell us
they think
something.
you're supposed to swallow this
Another
crap,
time.
you know, when you're old enough to know what's going on.
Yeah.
Because I was 16 years old.
Right.
And Lloyd was about 13, 14, 15. And we were just getting to where we could help Dad get going at the story. And did your mother ever tell you the story?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she
Well,
did.
Tell me the story.
You can
But
tell
anyway,
the
the
story.
story I was.
You can tell us that.
You
And
Part of our history.
anyway, Dad was trying to buy the farm back.
Are
That
you
was in
listening?
1936.
He's telling you.
They had it all settled. I remember talking about it, Mom. They had it all settled. He was going to get the farm back through some loan company, buying it back, see? And $300 an acre.
That's a lot of money. At that
My
time.
At
God,
that time, yeah.
Yeah.
everything was going fine, and all at once Dad gets notice from the sheriff to move. So, Dad, I went with him. We went out and looked for farms. And of course, that wasn't in his line, because my God, he lived there all his life. That was his home. He was born there.
Right.
That's where he'd been all his life. So then he rented one over by West Side. A small farm. It's only 120 acres. But anyway, he had a place to go. So we moved everything over there. We even moved some of the stuff he took to, I'll never forget, he took the iron gates, swinging gates off the books, and took them up to Andrew, his brother Andrew, which was Melvin's dad.
Yeah.
And Andrew said, yeah, you can put them up there in the yard. So they put them up in the yard. And we didn't know nothing about this. See? And we took planks, and we pulled a posts, steel posts, and everything up there. Then we moved what we had and got over to the other place. And so then when Dad said to me one day, he said, we're going to take 2 hay racks, and you and I will go over there and pick up some of that stuff at Andrews. Well, nothing to that. We were going to go and do that. We drive over there with the 2 hay racks and the team, and drove in the yard, and here come Domino Melvin and his brother Lawrence and John. He was just about the same age as Nelda, and he said, "What are you after?" Dad said, "I'm after my stuff." Well, you can't take that. That belongs on the farm. You can't take anything off. It's hanging or nailed down. You know better than that, Willie. You can't take that off.
It was great to his uncle.
And about that time, I was getting bored. And I was young, and probably about full of beer. But anyway, from the night before. But anyway, I looked over at Dad and I said, son of a bitches, and I said, I'm going to get that Melvin. So I jumped off the hay rack out, and this is true as I lived, and I picked up a 2x4. And if Dad hadn't followed me, he would have been dead long before he got 90, I'll tell you that. He never lived on that son of a farm. Don't you ever forget that. I done rounded him out.
Oh, yes.
So from then on, we never spoke. He tried to make every kind of an answer there was, but I had never any use for him or his brother John.
Their mom's mad.
The rest of the kids I got a little bit along with.
Now, Cecilia, who was
Lillian, that would be one of their sisters, the only one they had.
Lillian was
Oh, nice.
She was a sweetheart.
Yeah.
Wake up.
Yeah, Lillian stayed. She was
That's not
Cecilia.
Cecilia.
She's an awful lot like
Yeah.
the girl that was there last night, and also today that had the white hair, heavy set. That's Lawrence's oldest daughter.
What's Lawrence's old?
Lawrence's oldest child, and that was the mother that was with him, the little lady.
Right.
The little lady.
Yes.
She was a singer, and she had a twin sister. They went to school, and I went to school in Vale at St. Anne's. Yeah.
But taking a gate, that's a big,
Oh, yeah.
that goes way back to Ireland.
That's
Well, there were,
That's a
Dad had a
real-
lot of swinging gates,
that's
you
a
know. Them were,
real-
you know, them were easy. There was something new coming out, you know, them days. That an iron gate was something that was really pretty wonderful if you could afford an iron gate and have it swinging, you know.
Yeah.
You usually had an old board when you dug around and tried to hang it around a wire one that you hung on a post.
It was a symbol, a
It's very strong
status. It was a
symbol.
Never did
status.
get 'em.
Sometime about in Ireland.
Never got 'em.
Presentation gate.
We went home empty like we went.
Oh my God. Huh?
Empty-handed. Wow.
And he bid $1 an acre more.
Oh my God.
Dad had $300 on it, and he bid $1, $101,
301.
and got the barn.
Oh,
Grandpa,
And we got all.
Grandpa
And they helped us load. I never will forget that. Imagine.
helping you load and then take,
Yeah,
saying,
we had to take everything out of the upstairs through the windows, you know. Upstairs, you couldn't get it down there. You couldn't get, you know. So they'd open the windows and just
Down
put
the stairs, we
mattresses
tried
out
that.
through there, you know, and stairs. It was easier to load. And mud, my God, there was mud. I pulled the trucks a half a mile on the dirt road to get to the gravel with a tractor
oh my God.
to get moved out. Oh, you think they don't know that?
I love that.
I'll
Arnie,
die with that up there.
Arnie, do you remember that letter Jerry wrote about it? About riding in the truck with Grandpa leaving? That he read at Grandpa's funeral?
Jerry.
Too.
Oh,
You
yeah.
guys could either stay and listen.
How lonely, how bad that day must have been for Grandpa.
Yeah, I tell you, Dad was not very good for many, many years. I tell you, that put there. In fact, Mom thought he was going to go down the drain.
It was wonderful.
Because it was
It was
more than he,
amazing though.
it was actually more than most people could stand.
Yeah.
And then go from that to WPA for a dollar an hour and feed 7, 8 kids.
Yeah.
I don't know how they did it.
Yeah.
I really don't know how they did it. Moved to Manila. I got $8 a week working for Hickey in the oil station. And a couple of dollars to get the folks. Rita was good to him. Rita was making a few dollars. She was helping all the time. Nelda was in and out once in a while, not as often as Rita and I, but then we were there. Lloyd graduated in 40,